apply it in real world. Yes, so let's begin. This is the main point we will be discussing about the session purpose, the reality gap, yes, between learning and real world, because learning is important, but not applying what you learn to real world is not, it's nothing. So you need to apply what you learn in real world. So we will see the gap between the two and the differences. Yes. The third one is turning knowledge into action. What you have learned during this boot camp, how you can turn it to action and try to grow and to build and to create solution. That so the four is four-step action model you can follow, yeah, to go to take action. Yeah, so we'll go about that, and we will have growth pathways you can choose, yeah, to build yourself. So, and we will also see skills that matters in this domain of Web3, because there are different skills, and the skills that I think it's more important than others. So we will see that, and we will see also how to build your portfolio, because it's paramount in this domain. You must have a portfolio, and I will show you how to build a portfolio in this step. So, and at the end, I will show you some mistakes you have to avoid, some challenges, and also some Q&A session, and will be closing. So that's approximately what we will be discussing about during this session. So I hope I'm audible enough, because sometimes Telegram is annoying. So I want to make sure that everyone is hearing me very well, and am I audible? If it's okay, let me know, and I can go ahead. All right. Since nobody is
I
speaking,
can hear you, but I don't think I can see your screen. I don't know if you're sharing your screen already.
yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
I can hear you and I can see your screen as well.
You can see, nobody can see my screen.
I can see.
Okay, no problem. I will go ahead, and since I will be sharing this course in the group, you can go through it and try to. So why this session is important for me, because during the last 30 days you learn about Web3, you understand now the key concepts, you have explored tools and framework. So right now you have seen theory and examples. So you have been discussing about this concept during the last 13 days. Now, today's goal is turning everything into action. What you have learned during these days, you have to apply it. It into real world. How to apply what you learn. How you can apply how you learn what you learn during this boot camp into real world application. How to start building real opportunities in this domain of Web3 and blockchain. So how to choose your direction after the bootcamp, because it's important, because there are many pathways you can choose to evolve, to take in other training. So how to choose your direction after the bootcamp, it's important. So I will be guiding you through these steps, and try to show you as best I can. And yes, so let's start. What is learning and what is real world application? Learning is simple: watching tutorials, uh, attending boot camps like this, copying examples, structured exercises, guided steps. This is learning. Learning is important. It's give you knowledge, framework, strategies, and best practices. This is what learning gives you. It helps you understand what should work and why it should work because it's important. But real world application is where true growth happens because it's applying what you learn into real world. It's only that way you will grow. In a classroom, a strategy can look perfect, but in the real market, you need to face uncertainty, challenges, and any other problems. It's at that time you will know how to manage, face problems, challenges. You will gain experiences. It's only that way you will grow. Solving real world problems, creating solutions, and structured challenges, and independent thinking. Because, like I said, learning is important and is where everything starts. But the market doesn't value what you learn. The market reward the value you create using what you learn. This is why the real world does not give you instruction. You create them. So what you learn, you must apply it in real world. So this is why only learning can't solve any problem. No, it's applying what you have learned that will solve problems. So it's important. This is the difference, the gap between learning and real world. Only the knowledge you have can solve problem. Taking action, it's what help, what make you grow in this space. So in blockchain course, you can learn how a decentralized system works. In the real world, you will face adoption challenges, users behavior, regulation, and technical limitation in real world. Because maybe in learning phase, they will teach you what blockchain is, DeFi, smart contracts. But in the real world application, you will face many challenges. And it's paramount for you to know how to deal with it. So it's important. So let's continue. Now, we will see how to turn knowledge into action. How to turn knowledge into action. Because like I was saying previously, only knowledge, it's not enough. Only knowledge can solve problem. You have to apply it into real life. You have to take action. So what problem can I solve with what I learned? The first question you must ask yourself. What I have learned about blockchain, smart contract, DeFi, what problem can I solve with this knowledge I have learned? This is the first question you must ask. And try to find the correct answers. Blockchain, what can I do with blockchain to solve problem? Who needs these skills in real life? This is the second question. It's paramount. It's important. Who needs these skills in real life? How can I create value today? So it's not something very difficult. Think about how right now you know what blockchain is, Web3. You can start today by maybe creating your social media and try to explain in your local language how Bitcoin is, what Bitcoin is, how we can use Bitcoin to build and system and more inclusive and resilient economic system. This is something you can start today. You can start creating, explaining what Bitcoin is, how African can profit about using Bitcoin. So this is action. Try to explain people that you are learning and you can explain. So this is how can I create value. It's simple like that. Start educating people about blockchain, Web3, smart contract. Don't use jargon. Don't use technical word to afraid people. No, try to explain very simply to people what blockchain is, smart contract, Bitcoin, and they will understand. So this is an example of applying what you learn in the real world action. It's simple like that. So I'll give you an example, real life example one, blockchain learners. So it built a simple crypto tracker. It's very simple. Maybe a beginner in coding can try to do this, or explain Bitcoin in a local language video. This is an example of action you can do. Everybody in this call can do that. Explain Bitcoin in your local language. Yes, or help someone understand how to send crypto. Yes, try to do it, because the knowledge is the only thing that if you share it, it grows. So if you help someone to understand how to send crypto, how crypto works, or explain how blockchain can help to build some more transparent system, this is how you can learn while explaining and try to take action. So it's important. The real life example too is marketing learners. Create a social media campaign for a small business. This is how to apply what you learn into action. Run a mini art test. It's simple, and analyze engagement results. So learning becomes experience plus portfolio. This is what I'm saying. You have to take action. And don't try to wait for the perfect moment to start, because waiting for the perfect moment to start is the first enemy of progress. If you want to progress, you need to take action now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment doesn't exist. So you need to start and try to improve while progressing. It's like that. So I think from now on, you can start explaining what blockchain is. Try to do some video about Web3 blockchain in your local language if you can, or in English, in any other language you speak, and it will help you improve your communication skills and things like that. So that's it. So this is the some steps you can use to try to turn your knowledge into action. It's I try to separate it in 4 steps, and the first step is observe. The observation will help you to know what problem exists around you that blockchain, Bitcoin, and Web3 in general can solve. Don't look around you, in your family, in your society, in your country, in your continent. What are these problems that blockchain, Web3, and can help to resolve? What are people struggling with? If you don't look around you, you won't see any problem. But you and me know that problems exist. So the first step is to look around you. The second one is to select, because you know that you can solve all the problems. You have to choose one problem you think you are able to solve with the knowledge and the skills you have. And it's paramount. Choose one problem to solve. Keep it simple and realistic. So don't try to be perfect, like I said. No. Choose one problem you can solve and keep it simple and realistic. This is the second phase. So the third phase is creating a smart solution. So I will give you an example because I'm an educator. I'm always trying to create video, make posts on LinkedIn or X to educate people about blockchain and Bitcoin and Web3 in general. And what I'm used is to try to explain what are the main challenges of our traditional system in other system, economic system, our government system, voting system. You know that there are many challenges, many weaknesses. So you try to explain these weaknesses and make people understand that blockchain can help us resolve these weaknesses and try to make it very simple. People in that way, people can understand, and adoption will be very simple. So create a small solution, not perfect, just working. You don't need something perfect because it's nothing is perfect. You have to improve it while progressing. So start doing something from now on. So what you create a solution, you have to share it. People need to know that there is a solution that will solve their problem. So if you create some solution and you don't show it, you don't make it mainstream, people can don't won't see it. So what you create a solution, people need to see it. If I don't see something, I don't care about it. But if I see a solution that I know it will solve the challenges I'm facing, I will try to know more about it and try to adapt it. So this is where sharing what you know or what you create a solution is more important. Sharing it with your friends, your immediate. So share it anywhere you think it's important. Don't wait for perfection because that execution beats perfection. Like I said, the first enemy of progress is waiting for perfection because perfection himself itself doesn't exist for me. So this is the 4 steps model action you can take and try to think about any action you can take. Don't think about something big. No, start small. Choose something you think it's people need it. They need education. They need a simple explanation about blockchain. They need guidance. So try to do something. Try to do something. So that's it. Let's continue. Yeah, someone is speaking.
Yes, I can see your screen, but it doesn't move.
I don't know. I don't understand.
I can see your screen, but it doesn't move. You just tap your there in the request. Okay, okay, come now.
It's okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I hope everyone in this call can hear me very well because I'm trying to speak louder so everyone can hear me. Is okay? Is it okay?
Yes, it's okay for me.
Okay. Let me go back to my presentation. So it's okay. You can still see my screen.
Yes, we can see. I can see your screen. But I don't know if you will start to play. It doesn't move. It's stuck. I don't know if now you will move.
It's oh, I don't know how to deal with this. So, like I said, I will be sharing this presentation in the group, so you will go through it. So, let me continue. in order to be in time. So like I was saying about turning knowledge into action, because knowledge has no value but only when it's applied into real life. So it's the mistake many people are doing in this domain, in this space of Web3. Many people spend years learning, reading books, taking courses, watching video, and collecting information. Information alone rarely creates results. The real transformation begins when knowledge is put into practice. So you got to take action. Try to put in real application what you've learned. It's paramount. So knowing how blockchain works, how Bitcoin is important for me. It's not, people need to know it. People need to learn about Bitcoin. So because for me, in Africa right now, we need more education about blockchain. We need more education about Bitcoin. We need more education about Web3. So we will, because people don't won't adopt something they don't understand. I can adopt something in my enterprise or in my businesses if I don't understand what it is. Because so that's why we need more education about decentralized technologies. And you here, you already know about it, and I'm sure that you can explain it. So try to do something from now on. Because like I said, execution beats perfection. So that's it. Let's continue. Now we will talk about pathways. Pathways, you in this call, because we you may not have the same aspiration. Some may need to be in employment. Some need to be a freelancers, and some others need to be entrepreneurs or builders. So anyone can evolve in this space. So the first option is employment path. You can choose to work for a company like I'm doing, because I'm working for Block Scholar Africa. So this is what I'm doing, an employment path. The goal is simple: try to get a job or internship in this space. And for that, you need to learn. You need to train yourself about Web3. Yes, you are attending these boot camps. It's not enough. You need to train. You need to take more training about that in order to get a job and work for a company. So some action you need to do is build a strong portfolio. Like we will see it later, how to build your portfolio. So first, you need to have skills. You need to know more about blockchain, Web3, and decentralized technologies. You need to build a strong portfolio and apply to companies. So that's why they ask you to, as the bootcamp is going, they are asking you to show what you are learning in a platform like LinkedIn, X, maybe Facebook. So you need to show what you are doing. Company needs to know that this one is learning about blockchain and things like that. So you need to show what you are doing and try to join communities, because if there is an opportunity of job, it will be shared in a community. So you need to join Web3 communities like Appia network, Web3 network, like Block Scholar Africa, social media, and any other community you think it's important and it's aligned with your goals. You need to join communities, because networking, collaboration in this space is you can avoid it It's part of the process. You need to join community collaboration. You need to network. Networking is part of the process in this space. If you want to evolve, so you need to join community. One thing I want to mention is that if you want to get a job in this space, you got to know that you will start as a volunteer. It's like that. You need to make to proof of work. So most of time you will be starting as a volunteer, and it's something good because you have to make proof of work. So you have to improve your CV and LinkedIn profile. This is what I was saying. Your personal branding in social media, your presence in social media, you must take care of it. It's because it's important. Companies will check your profile and try to see if you are professional, you are serious of what you are doing. So they will check. So you need to stay professional on your social media if you are looking for a job. So example of role you can get: community manager. Yes, this is not for only a Web3 project but any other project that has community, they will need community manager. Yes, so Web3 analyst, content creator, developers, and so moderator, shillers. So there are many roles you can apply for in this space of Web3. But you need to follow these steps. First, the first step, this is what you are doing. You are learning. You got to learn. You got to know more. You got to be able to explain. You got to learn. Build a strong portfolio, apply to company, join communities. Like I said, collaboration is key. It's part of the process if you want to evolve in this domain. So improve your CV and try to be professional on your social media, because company will check. So this is the first pathway. So you can choose to get a job and work for a company. That's what I'm doing. The second one is the freelance pathway. You can choose to evolve independently. Don't work for a company. The goal is earn independently. So how to do it? The action you can take: offer services online, like ambassador for some projects. You can be an ambassador for a project if the project is aligned with your core value, your ethical and things like that. So you can choose to work independently and offer your services online. Join freelance platforms, build client relationships. This is how you can evolve if you choose to be a freelancer in this pathway. In this pathway, and the first one, you can combine the two pathways and try to, because you're working for a company, it may not be full time. It may not be full time working for because I'm working for Block Scholar Africa, but I have my own businesses I run. I work with other companies. I also give services because I'm an educator, like I said, and I sometimes I organize webinars, and we here in Burkina Faso we are organizing many conferences about it. So I'm working with Block Scholar Africa, but I'm also giving services as a freelancer. So these two pathway, you can combine them. So example, crypto content writing. So you can try to create content, talk about crypto and things like that. So social media management, because some project needs their social media to be managed professionally. So this is some job, some services you can give. Graphic designer. Yes, in this Web3, we need graphic designs, and yes. So Web3 research reports. This is some example of services you can give online as a freelancer. And the third one and the last one is build the pathway or entrepreneur. So this is simple. The goal is create something new. You need to create something new that people will use. To make it simple, you need to create a solution that solve a real world problem that people will need your solution to solve. This is the path, the entrepreneur pathway, and this is not for anyone because entrepreneurship is not simple. I will be honest with you because I'm on the ground and I know what I'm talking about. Entrepreneurship is not simple. You will need many skills to do it. So the action you will need is build a project or a startup. You need to build something, like I said, a solution that people will use to solve their problem, like creating, for example, a Lightning Network wallet. This is an example I'm giving. Try to build a Lightning Network because right now it's the tendency. The Lightning Network is developing because people need to make cross-border payments, and Lightning help us to make payment without paying fees. I can say that because the fees, if you want to make payment using Bitcoin and a Lightning Network, the fees is very, very less. So it's very, very low. So you can try to create a Lightning Network wallet. This is an example I'm trying to do. So join hackathons. You got to learn. Excuse me. So solve local problems with tech. So this is what I was saying. The solution you will creating need to solve a real local world problem because people need solution for their problems. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, by definition, an entrepreneur is someone who creates a solution to solve real world problem. This is simple like that. So if you choose this pathway, you need to create a solution that people will use. Because if you create something, people don't need it, it won't evolve. So this is how I'm saying that it's not simple. An example, try to create a Web3 platform education. This is exactly Block Scholar Africa. This is a Web3 education platform. It's not only a Web3 platform, but Web3 education is part of the mission of Block Scholar Africa. And to do that, you need a very engaged team behind you. You need many things. Crypto payment system. This is what I just talked about. Creating a Lightning Network payment wallet. Local digital tools. So there are many solutions you can create. So I think I'm done with this part. So if you are, I hope you are with me. I'm still audible because sometimes Telegram has this kind of challenges. So if someone can open his mic and try to speak and to assure me that I'm audible. Please talk. Am I audible?
Hello.
Wait, yes. Am I audible?
Yes, but the problem is the same. If you start to explain, your screen doesn't move. What we see now is the 4-step action model. That's what we see. If you start to explain, your screen doesn't move. It stay in the
Okay.
same place. Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay. It's okay now?
Uh,
No? Let me try to fix it.
He's trying to say that your slide, you are not moving exactly. Yeah, you're not moving the
Okay.
slide while explaining. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, I get it. Let me fix it. I'll try to fix it. I hope it's okay now.
yeah, it's okay.
Okay. So I will show you now skills that I think it's more important in this space of Web3. I think you see skills that matters most. You see that?
No, that we say is growth pathway.
What's the problem?
If you can say way, yeah, you can see.
Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I will drop it right now. What's the problem? Okay, let me share my presentation in the group. It's Give me 2 minutes. Oh, I don't know if it's recorded because Mr. Raphael was supposed to do it, so I don't know if it's recorded. So let's continue. I was talking about these skills that is important for you to evolve in this space of Web3. So there are two different categories uh, of of skills. And the first one is core the core skills. So this is some skills you need to develop. You already have it within you, but you need to develop it. Your problem solving skills. You need to be able to think about solving a problem, maybe in an unexpected situation. So you need to have these skills because it's important. If in Arabic, I don't know what you are talking about. It's Arabic. The document. Okay, let me see. Don't know. Okay, please. I will try to send you after the session because it's not simple. Uh, try to speak and try to share something at the same time. So let me finish the session and I will send you the correct documents after. So I was talking that it's important for you to try to develop your problem solving skills. It's important. You need to be able to think and try to give an answer to an expected situation because it's happened every time. You will be doing something and something unexpected happen. You need to try to solve it while continuing. The second one is your communication skills. You need to be able to explain concepts for a non-tech person. You need to be able to explain what blockchain is to a beginner, someone who don't really know, you will never hear about blockchain. You need to be able to explain very simply blockchain to this person. So you need to be able to communicate very fluently because it's important. People need to understand. Even if you choose to be a freelancer or to be a builder or to be an employment, you need to be able to communicate. It's important. Digital literacy. So this I don't need to talk. I don't need to explain. You need to have digital literacy because you will be working remotely for companies. You will be discussing with people remotely, like we are doing right now. We are having this session remotely because I know you have digital literacy. You can manage. You can use Telegram. You can join. So you have this digital literacy to evolve in this space because you will be working at different time zone. You need this digital literacy. It's paramount, and your critical thinking skills. You need to develop it. So this is the four core skills I think you need to develop. You need to work on it. Now, the second category is that skill, these skills that will help you to grow in this space. So consistency. You need to be consistent in what you have to do. because I'm used to say that you may start doing something because you are motivated, but only your discipline and your consistency will get you there. You will help you to reach your goals. So consistency is the key. You need to be consistent. So you need to be consistent, discipline. You need to do what you have to do, even if you are not motivated. The second one, networking. I was saying that networking in this space of blockchain and Web3 is paramount. You need to network. Because if it's not the power of network, I won't be able to be here talking with you. Because it's the power of networking through Mr. Tony, I get to Mr. Raphael, and now I'm working with Block Scholar Africa, and I hope there are many opportunities that will come, because this is just the beginning. This space of Web3 is just the beginning, and you right now you are among the first person that are interested in this. So there are many opportunities, but you need communities, you need to network, you need to collaborate, because collaboration is the key, and for that you need to network. So this next one is your personal branding. Your personal branding, especially in social media, because most of time in this space you will be working remotely, you will be working online, you will be working with people you don't see. So you need to care about your presence in social media. You need to care about your personal branding social media. Even in physically, you need to learn how to dress yourself. I'm not saying that you don't know how to dress, but there are certain ways you need to be dressed it. You need to be dressed it as well. So I hope you understand what I'm telling. Your adaptability. You need to be flexible. You need to be adaptable. You need to be able to adapt to any situation. Like I said, because there are unexpected situations that happen every time, and you need to be able to adapt it. I was talking about time zones. You will be working with people that are not in the same time zone with you. You don't want to be missing a meeting because you are in Nigeria or you are in Ghana and your company are in China or in any other time zone, and because you don't know, you don't master the time zone, you miss an important meeting. So you need to be adaptable. You need to have digital literacy. It's important. You need to care about it. So I think you need to develop. You need to work on these skills, because what I'm talking about is my experiences. It's what I'm doing every day. It's what I'm doing every day. And for those who are not in English-speaking country, I will add English to these skills. You need to master. You need to develop your English, because me right now I'm trying to develop my English. You may notice that my English is not very well. I'm not very fluent in English, but I'm giving my best. I'm trying. So me and my brothers that are not in English speaking country, English is also a skill we need to develop. If you want to evolve very fast in these skills, because you Nigerian, you don't know how English is important. I know it, and I can tell you English is what helped me doing what I'm doing today, because I'm trying to give my best, and I'm speaking English even if it's not perfect. So yes, so this is what I'm telling you. You need to work on these skills. Try to master it. So skills beat certificates. Even if you got many certificates, if you don't have the skills that give you the certificates. It's not important because companies don't need your certificates. They need your skills, your consistency, your discipline, your personal branding, your adaptability, your communication skills, your problem solving skills. They need it. They don't need your certificates. So you have to develop your skills because training is another things and skills is another thing. Because what make real world application important? Because what you are learning if you don't apply it in real world in 7 days, in 40 days, be sure that 80% of what you have learned you will forget it, because it's practicing that will keep you remind what you learn. It's important. So you need to practice what you learn. This is the only way you will remind. This is the only way you will grow, because I said it previously, the knowledge is the only thing. If you share it, it grows. If you practice it, it grows. So the ball belongs to you right now. So let's continue. I don't know why you can see my screen, because I don't know. I don't even know what happened. I will show you how to build your first portfolio. Now you got to understand that talking about portfolio, it's not something exceptional. It's not something big. It's not something difficult. Even if what you are doing now, it's building your portfolio, because your skills is part of your portfolio. Your skills is part of your portfolio. What you have learned, it is part of your portfolio. So a definition of a portfolio is simple. It's a collection of proof of your work. Simple like that. Your portfolio is some proofs of the work you have done. Your projects you take part in, your social media, your volunteer work, your learning summaries. This is your portfolio. Because I'm sure that at the end of this boot camp, we as mentors we will be receiving a certificate of appreciation. This is the proof of work we are teaching people. It's simple like that. Me personally, I have organized many webinars. I have participated in many webinars organized by Block Scholar Africa. We always receive certificates of appreciation. This is proof of work. I have take part in many conferences, Web3, Bitcoin conferences, as a speaker. This is proof of work. So, a portfolio is a collection of proof of your work. So, even if you create a video, you publish a video on Facebook or on TikTok talking about Bitcoin, why Bitcoin is important for Africa, what Bitcoin represents a huge opportunity for Africa. This is proof of work, because you know what you are talking about. You can explain it. Some projects need people that are able to talk about Web3, to talk about Bitcoin, to talk about their product. So if you show people what you are able to do, you will be noticed. And that's the fact. So what to include in your portfolio? The first thing is your learning summaries. What kind of training you have taken? What's your certificates? In what projects you have take part in the past, or on what project you are working on right now? Your social media. This is where LinkedIn or X is paramount, because Mr. Raphael was saying that you need to build on X on LinkedIn, because people need to see what you are doing and how, very important, and how you are doing it. Because it's not doing it important, how you are doing it, because it's important. You need to be professional on your social media. What you post, how you post, you need to have a calendar. You need to have a line editorial. I don't know if it's the right term, but in French we say that you need to have a line of editorial. I don't know. So you need to have a program of posting. You don't need to spot every time or many posts in a day, or no. You need to be professional on your social media, because companies or people you will work with, they will check your your social media profiles, your volunteer works. I was saying that if you choose to be an employee for a company, most of the time you will be starting as a volunteer. So you need to document it. You need to, yes, your volunteer works is part of your portfolio. So that's, this is why I used to say that instead of saying that I have learned blockchain, what blockchain is, or no, say that I have built a simple guide explaining Bitcoin for beginners in my communities, right? For example, and show proof of work. Because if you right now, if you go into my my LinkedIn profile, you will see proof of it. I have participated in many conferences. I have made many posts talking about geopolitics and Bitcoin, geopolitics and blockchain. So proof of work, to say it like that. So you need to build your portfolio. Everything you do, even if it's very small, it's proof of work. And it's important to people you need to work with, because they need to be confident that you will be able to work with them. You have the skills, you have the communication skills, you have discipline, you can be consistent, and so on. So you need to work on yourself firstly, because your company is you first. Your company is you first. So you need to invest on you. You need to work on yourself. You need to develop your skills. So this is how you build your portfolio. This is how you evolve in this space. So I hope I'm still audible. Yeah, I'm aware that you can see my screen, but don't know how to deal with that. Let's continue. Maybe we can have in I don't know. I will discuss with Mr. Raphael, maybe, because I use to use Google Meet for my online conferences. So I know to manage. I know to use Google Meet. So I don't know if it's not very clear. We can have an unexpected call on Google Meet. So it will be very, very, very clear about it. So I will show you some mistakes to avoid. This is many mistakes me personally I have faced. So I'm sharing them for you in order to help you to avoid not to do the same mistake for me. So the first one is waiting for the perfect knowledge to start doing something. Like I said, at the end of this boot camps, I'm sure that you are able to explain what Bitcoin is to a non-tech person. So start doing it, even if your brother, your friend, any other member of your family. Try to explain what Bitcoin is. When explaining, you will understand better. Because, like I said, I will repeat it. The knowledge is the only thing. If you share it, it's evolve. So don't wait for the perfect knowledge. And the perfect knowledge doesn't exist. No. If those that are calling themselves experts, they need to learn. Because in this space of Web3, things evolve very fast. So what you know today, it may know through in 2, 3, 4 months. So you need to learn. So waiting for the perfect knowledge, no, it's not perfect, because the perfect knowledge doesn't exist. You need to learn. So you need to be continuing learning in this space. The second one is not starting small. Accept to start small, because it's the way everything works. Even as human beings, we come to the world as babies and we evolve with time. So if you do something new, accept to start small and go with the time. So accept to start small. This is important. Now, the second one is learning without building. Learning without building. Because if you learn something and don't put it in practice, it's not, there is no value. Because what you learn, you have to put it in practice. Learning without building don't create value. Yes, this is this. Learning without putting it in practice doesn't create value. Because only knowledge or skills don't solve problems. Your skills, your knowledge in your brain don't solve problems. It solves problem if only you put it in practice. You take action with it. So learning without building, there is no value. This is important. Now, the other one is copying from others without understanding what they are doing. If you see someone choosing one pathway and you see that this is my friend, he's choosing this pathway, I will follow him without understanding what he had choose this pathway. We need to understand what you are doing. Don't try to follow each other because this one has chosen this pathway. No, you got to understand what reason makes you choose this pathway instead of this one. The last one, the last mistake I need you to avoid is ignoring feedback. If you are in employment, if you are a freelancer, if you are an entrepreneur, the feedback of the user of your solution is paramount. If you are teaching people, if you are an educator, the feedback coming from the people you teach is paramount. It's only that way you will improve what you are doing. So ignoring feedback, it's a big mistake, because how you will improve your services of your or your education or your product if you don't have feedback from the users. So you need this feedback to improve your product, your content, your services. So it's important. So action fixes everything. What you are learning, it's not enough. You need to put it in practice. And putting what you are learning in practice It's not something complicated. Like I said, accept to start small. Start doing something. Start doing something. Yes, even if with the time you will change, no, it's not a problem because it's with the time we improve what they are doing. So start doing something. It's important. So I hope I'm still audible. So um yes I will give you a final challenge. Your mission after this boot camp. Yes, sir. Yes. You need to do these 4 steps I will mention here. From now on, you need to choose one real problem in your country, in your region, or in your community. Look around you. What problem you see, and blockchain, Web3, cryptocurrency, everything you have learned through this bootcamp. Look around you. What problem can be solved? Start to see. Like I said, try to choose something very simple. Don't think about building something bigger. Like I said, no, think about building something very simple. Even if, like I said, explaining Bitcoin to maybe 10%. What Bitcoin is, make Satoshi Nakamoto create Bitcoin. What is the reason Bitcoin has been created? This is one problem. You can try to explain this because this is ignorance you are fighting against. Ignorance is the big one of the problems. So don't. If I'm talking about real problem, think about solution, tech solution, or not about education first. Making people understand why Bitcoin is the right tool they need to build a very strong economy. Explain people, make people understand that. And that you need to explain the weaknesses of our traditional system, financial system. You need to explain that and then come with Bitcoin. And so they will see that Bitcoin is really the right tool they need. This is one problem you can try to explain in any language, your local language, English, French, I don't know. Build one simple solution. This is the second one. Don't you choose the problem? You see, people don't understand Bitcoin. People don't even understand how finance work, how banks work. There are many problems. Choose one and try the second step, try to build some solution and share it within 6 days. And try to see. And the final step is feedback from the user. Please for try to this work. And if you do that, you will see how it will grow because it's only that way will grow. Try to have in so this is the first step of my presentation, and the next slide is the assignment. Now I will try to see the correct in the group. So I don't know if there is question. I will take it. Hello. If there is a question, some question, I will take it and good. Hello, can you hear me? I'm asking about questions. Any question? Okay, let's wait for Mr. Raphael to conclude. While waiting for Mr. Raphael, is someone here has something to add or some comment to make? You can go ahead. So since there is no question, so no.
Right. Good evening, sir. Hope you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you very well. Go ahead, please. Yeah, I can hear.
All right. So I just want to say a very big thank you for this session. I don't have any questions to ask. I want just to say thank you. You are doing more like an advice, more like teaching, than giving us how to enter into the blockchain market and everything. Just want to say a big thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much to you. Like I was saying, I used to use Google Meet for my online meetings. So I don't know. I will talk with Mr. Raphael if it's possible. We will having another call because I noticed that many people weren't able to see my screen. So maybe we will be having another meet to to have a more clear presentation other than that. So let's see and wait for Mr. Raphael. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, any something I need to add for the assignment. If you can send it into my DM on Telegram, simply like that. You can send it on to my DM if you finish doing it. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Mister. Go ahead if you have something to add.
Yeah, I want to thank you for this training. I appreciate you about this. But I want to ask you some question. It's just a curious question. As a beginner in Web3, what skills should we focus on first to build a long-term career?
All right. Thank you very much for your question.
Okay.
You are not done.
I'm done.
Okay. Your question is that as a beginner in this space, what skills you need to focus on first? So I won't say that it depends on what you need to do, because in Web3 you have many pathway, like I showed you in this training, in this presentation. So you if you need to, if you want to work for a company, there are many roles you can work for, like being an ambassador, being like a marketer, or being a community manager. So being a community manager, you need to be a very, you need to have a management skills. You need to be also, you need to have also this this is mm, some some skills you need to master if you want to be a community manager, for for example. But if you need to be like an ambassador, or to work or a national representative for a project, you need also to have a very disciplined consistency. Um, but for all of that, you need to understand Web3 in general. You need to develop all of that. So I will say that you need to develop, you need to understand blockchain, you need to understand smart contract, any skill that related to Web3 in general, you need to understand it. So now, depending on the pathway you will, because during the presentation, I said that there are two categories of skills. I'll show you the core skills: communication skills, critical thinking skills, problem solving skills. You need to smarter it. This is independently in any other industries. You need to have these skills. You need to develop it. But in Web3, if you want to evolve in any other pathway, you need to develop your understanding in blockchain, your understanding in smart contracts, DeFi, Web3 in general. You need to develop your discipline. You need to develop your behavior in being consistency. So there are so many things you need to master. There are no specific skills you need to master, because it's some strong space. So I won't be able to say that you need to focus on that skill, or you need to focus on that skill. No, you need to first master what blockchain is. Try to understand this space first, and that's it. So I hope I answered to your question, and